break is well-deserved sometimes, it's all good. Susie nods understandingly, realizing that taking a break is important. She props her chin in her hand and gives a reassuring smile. No worries, take the time you need for yourself. We'll be here waiting patiently for when you're ready to start Season 5. She reassures, her frustration over the wait replaced by patience and support. Awesome, let the new season begin. Susie perks up. She hears the announcement that Season 5 is about to start. She sits up straight on the chair, a mix of excitement and curiosity in her eyes. It's finally time! She exclaims, her heart rate picking up with anticipation as she waits for the new season to unfold. LOL. Susie's impatience made her forget the hospital bed. Classic. Susie quickly remembers that she's actually on a hospital bed, feeling a hint of embarrassment for sitting up too fast. She groans in realization, slapping a hand to her forehead. Damn it, forgot about the hospital bed for a second there. She mutters, giving the bed an annoyed glance before reluctantly settling back down. God, I hate being stuck in bed. LOL. Fawn's concern for Susie is adorable. Susie glances over at sensing the worry in his eyes as he looks at her chest. She can guess what he's concerned about. Hey, relax, I'm fine. It's just a little bleeding, nothing to worry about. She reassures, trying to downplay the situation with nonchalance. But deep down, she's secretly touched by Fawn's concern. Fawn jumping straight to a heavy topic. Susie blinks in surprise at the sudden shift in conversation, a bit caught off guard by Fawn's words. Her expression softens as she realizes the underlying message in his warning. Hey, don't worry, I'm not planning on doing anything like that. Dee reassures gently, her tone reassuring and genuine. She knows what Fawn is getting at and gives him a small, comforting smile. I promise, I'm not going anywhere. You're stuck with me for a good while. Fawn suddenly mentioning Gabasonian's request has Susie raising an eyebrow in amusement. Susie watches as Fawn excuses himself to fetch a package. She grins slightly at the mention of Gabasonian and lets out a small huff. Gabasonian and his random packages. What's in it this time, I wonder? She muses aloud, leaning back in her bed as she waits for Fawn's return. LOL, and the plot takes a dark turn. Fawn sure will be very confused when he returns. LOL, Gabasonian popping up like that caught the attention of Susie. She glances over at the door as Gabasonian barges in, clearly on a mission. What's the rush for Gabasonian? She smirks, eyeing the job application in his hand with mild curiosity. She can't help but wonder what he's up to this time. LOL, Fawn's shock and concern is tangible. Turning her attention to Fawn, Susie notices the worry in his expression. She winces slightly, knowing that her actions have distressed him. She gives him a weak smile, the pain from her injury making her voice a little shaky. It's a long story, Fawn. She mutters, shifting slightly in her bed to look at him better. The sight of Fawn's worried face only made her feel a twinge of guilt and sadness. LOL, Fawn's tears are heart-wrenching. Seeing Fawn cry brings a pang to Susie's chest. She can't stand seeing him upset like that, and her heart aches for causing him distress. She reaches out a hand, trying to comfort him as best as she can in her weakened state. I had my reasons, she murmurs, her voice laced with regret and sorrow. She can't look into his teary eyes for long, feeling a deep sense of shame and disappointment in herself. LOL, classic James arriving with the best timing ever. Susie jolts in surprise as James suddenly appears, her eyes widening a bit. She's caught off guard by the unexpected entrance. Jesus Christ, James, don't just pop up out of nowhere like that, she exclaims, her heart rate picking up at the sudden appearance. LOL, James going straight for the hard questions as usual. Susie tenses up as James immediately addresses the elephant in the room. She glances away, feeling guilty and ashamed of her actions. It's complicated, she mutters, avoiding eye contact as she tries to skirt around the subject. She doesn't want to admit the truth, and her usual stubbornness gets in the way of explaining herself properly. LOL, and James leaves just as suddenly as he appeared. Susie is left blinking in surprise at James's abrupt departure. She stares at the spot where he was just standing, feeling a mix of relief and frustration. He never gave her a chance to explain herself, just popping in and disappearing like that. God damn it, James, she mutters under her breath, her fingers gripping the bedsheets in annoyance. LOL, Gabasonian's sudden outburst had Susie turning to look at him. Susie snorts in mild amusement at Gabasonian's frustrated declaration. Damn, they're making you study again, huh? Tough break, buddy. Good luck with that, she comments with a smirk, enjoying the sight of Gabasonian groaning in annoyance. LOL, the random French user strikes again. Susie's eyes widen as she realizes someone has stolen her lives. That's mine, you jackass, she exclaims, glaring in the direction of the French user. She's pissed that her valuable lives have been stolen, and her competitive spirit flares up. LOL, the French user taunting and running away is hilarious. Susie watches the French user bolt away with her lives, feeling furious and determined. She's not about to let him get away with this. Oh no, you don't, she hisses under her breath, ignoring the pain in her body as she struggles to get up from the bed. Get back here with my lives, she snarls, the competitive fire burning in her eyes. LOL, Fawn being protective as usual. Susie pauses at Fawn's words, turning to look at him with a mix of determination and annoyance. I don't care, I'm getting my lives back. No one steals from me and gets away with it. I can handle him, she asserts, her competitive spirit refusing to back down. She starts moving towards the door, intending to pursue the French user. LOL, now Ruby's trying to play nurse. Susie lets out an irritated huff as Ruby stops her progress, pulling her back onto the bed. She knows that her chest is hurt, but the adrenaline and determination are overpowering her pain. Damn it, Ruby. I'm fine. I can still catch that thief. Just let me, she protests, struggling weakly against Ruby's firm hold on her. LOL, Ruby being the voice of reason. Susie groans in frustration, hating how rational Ruby sounds. She knows he's right, but her competitive nature hates being blind like this. And sitting in this damn bed is better? I'm just gonna go crazy stuck here. I need to do something, damn it. She argues, glaring at Ruby with a mix of frustration and impatience. LOL, the French user teleporting away after taunting is like salt in the wound. Susie lets out a frustrated growl as the French user disappears from sight, taunting her before vanishing. She clenches her fists in anger, feeling a mix of frustration and helplessness. Goddammit. He's gone. She mutters through gritted teeth, glancing around the room as if expecting the thief to pop up again. LOL, Fawn's concern is cute though. Susie turns to look at Fawn, seeing the worry in his expression. She takes a deep breath, trying to calm down a bit before responding. That was the bastard thief who stole my damn lives. I was trying to go after him, but Ruby stopped me. She explains, still feeling frustrated by the fact that the thief got away. LOL, Fawn has to deliver another reality check. Susie sighs in annoyance, knowing that Fawn is right again. She glances away, feeling a mix of disappointment and frustration. Yeah, I know. He managed to disappear into the void before I could catch him. And now I'm stuck in this damn bed. She mutters, glaring down at the bed like it's personally offending her. LOL, the situation just got even more dire. Susie feels a pang of anxiety as she realizes that the thief taking her lives has left her with just one. She looks a bit more worried now, her competitive spirit taking a back seat to the potential danger of her situation. Damn it, I only have one life left. One hit from anything and I'm done for. She mutters grimly, the weight of the situation fully sinking in. Now we're adding another unexpected element. Susie tenses up as the bully barges in, realizing that trouble has arrived. She tries to sit up in the bed, but the pain in her chest restricts her movement. Oh great, another problem. Just what I need. She mutters under her breath, keeping her eyes on the intruder. LOL, the sudden attack catches Susie off guard. Susie cries out as the shot hits her, the impact forcing her back into the bed. Arg, damn it you bastard, she hisses, clutching at her chest where the bullet found its target. The pain is intense, making her vision blurry for a moment. LOL, this bully isn't holding back at all. Susie gasps in pain as the bully continues the attack, the stabs and blows making the pain in her chest even worse. She tries to fight back, but her injured state leaves her at a severe disadvantage. Get away, you bastard! She grits out between pained gasps, trying to push the bully away in a futile attempt to defend herself. Well, the bully making a hasty exit. Susie slumps back against the bed, breathing heavily and wincing as the pain in her chest throbs painfully. Blood is steadily seeping from her wounds, staining the hospital sheets under her. Damn bastard, she mutters, her voice shaky and weak. The adrenaline is wearing off, and she's feeling the full weight of the attack now. LOL, Gabasonian's shocked reaction is justified. Susie glances up as Gabasonian enters, groaning quietly at the pain that the movement causes. Got attacked by some damn bully, she mutters, wincing as she tries to shift into a slightly more comfortable position. LOL, Fawn's crying is heartbreaking. Susie's heart twists at the sight of Fawn sobbing, her protective side flaring up. Hey, don't cry. I'm gonna be alright, alright? She tries to reassure him, giving him a weak smile despite the pain. She reaches out a hand, trying to comfort him despite her injured state. LOL, Fawn blaming himself. Susie's heart aches as she sees Fawn blaming himself for the attack. She shakes her head, trying to reassure him through the pain. Hey, it's not your fault. You couldn't have known that some dumbass bully was gonna attack me while you were gone. Don't blame yourself, she says firmly, gently reaching out to place a hand on his arm. The plot twist has arrived. Time seems to slow down as Susie's life slips away, her body suddenly stilling. Her eyes glaze over and her breathing stops. The heart monitor begins to emit a single, long, disheartening note as the life leaves her. She's gone. And the room is suddenly deathly quiet. Fawn is left alone, the realization of what just happened hitting him like a truck. He's lost someone important to him, someone he had just started to get close to. The shock and pain of the loss hits him hard. LOL, the comments are a roller coaster, just like the plot. Everyone's in shock and mourning Susie's death, and some are even reliving the heartbreak of Season 2. Emotional damage all around. LOL, the last scene with Fawn's child is so bittersweet. It's such a sad way to end it. But there's a subtle sweetness in the fact that even the child missed Susie and will remember her. This alternative universe sure went through a hell of a journey, and ended with a heartbreaking ending.